Hello, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. I already made a video about this, so if you want to continue in this journey with us, go watch the video. I think it's really helpful, and it's this is part 2 of it, but I feel like it doesn't really matter in what order you watch the videos. I just think this one is just a follow-up, it's just to add onto the other one. So okay, how to grow as a woman. You should want people in your life because they make your life better, not because you need them. And I feel like the more I grow up, the older I get, the more I internalize this message. Before, I thought I needed someone. I needed to be around people, and I needed people to get certain things done. And then the older I get, the more independent I become. I'm realizing that just by having yourself and by having the right people, because when I mean having people that make your life better, is people that are genuinely caring towards you, people that genuinely care and have your best interest, and those are the people that you want to prioritize, and those are the people that you want to keep in your life. Because let me tell you something, I'm gonna give you a little story. The moments where I've made the less money, or the moments where I've been feeling the worst, is when the company around me was bad for me. Is when people that were around me wanted to put me down and wanted to dim my light. And this is why I'm saying that you should only want people in your life that make your life better, because at the same time, if you don't have anyone that makes your life better around you, and everyone is just there to take from you, is gonna end up draining your beautiful energy. So you want to make sure that, yes, keep on being yourself. This does not mean you don't make new friends. This does not mean that you don't socialize, but it is true that you want people that make you vibrate at your highest. And when I say this, is that you don't want friends that are only there for the bad things, or are there to trauma dump on you, but then when you want to celebrate, when you want to give them good news, no one's there to be seen. And that goes into my next point, which is, if the person that you are with makes you respect yourself less, and that is for romantic relationships, friendships, any relationship. If the people that you have around make you respect yourself less, you should walk away. Or question yourself, if you're around these people, if you're around that friend and you're finding it hard to make decisions, or you're scared to speak up, or anything like that, because it will show up as self-doubt for you, I would say that's the wrong crowd. I feel like I say that all the time. You have the power, so you have the control to either stay or walk away. And I feel like that's something that sometimes we forget, that we basically have free will. Like, what actions can you take right now that will make you proud tomorrow? And I feel like sometimes we do think very short term, especially with this society that we're constantly chasing that quick dopamine. I would say focusing your long-term plans, focusing what you want from here to 5 years. Before, when I used to get that question in school, what do you see yourself in 5 years? And back in school, when I was and I'm talking about when I was in secondary school, I was like, oh, this is not too deep. But now that I'm in my 20s, I'm like, this is very deep, because whatever you do in your 20s, you're gonna carry with you into your 30s. Whatever you do in your 30s, you're gonna carry with you into your 40s, and so on, so on, so on. So I would say something that's really helpful: do a plan of action. The good thing about when a new year starts as well is that new year, new you. Literally, new year, new you, new year, sexier you. So yeah, you can just start. Let's just start first. Okay, let's just pick whatever things that you had, whatever like dreams and plans that you had for 2024 that you didn't complete. Bring it into the new year. So I would say start a new plan of action. And in the plan of action, you want to have each thing that you're going to do each month to achieve what you want. And you want to break it down. So write it down in a list. And then from that list, you need to write down the steps that you're gonna take to achieve whatever it is that you want to do. So let's say you want to start eating healthier. So each day you're gonna make the plan of action for that goal that you have. So let's say you want to start eating better, like I said. What steps do you need to take to achieve that? You need to be very specific with what you want, because when you're specific and you say exactly what you want, it's easier for you to take action. It's easier for you to take steps to what you want, and it doesn't seem so overwhelming. Yes, baby steps. I'm that type of person that I won't say I'm slow, but I'm a little slow. I need to see it. I need to see it step by step. Yes. I heard something this morning by a creator. I can't remember her YouTube handle yet, but I'm gonna put in the screen because I can't remember it now, because I just found her channel today and it was so great. But she said that you create momentum, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, definitely. And I've been knowing this for a while, but just hearing it again and just like having someone reminding me of that, it was just so helpful, because you don't realize the amount of times that we just let things go, and because you don't think that you can achieve them. And it's just a thing of starting. If you wait for things to be perfect, you're never gonna start anything, because nothing is perfect in this life. And even if it's not how you want it to be, for example, me, I started my business and I didn't start it how I wanted it. I envisioned my dream business, but at least I already started. So now it's kind of easier to get to things and learning things when you have them in front of you, when you start them, because that means that you're already playing with it, you're already involving yourself with that thing that you want. Be playful. If you want to live in a really nice area, go to that area. Even if you don't have the money now, go and see it, go and envision it and see that, because what happens when you see that the things that you want are achievable, you can have them, it kind of helps you realize that it's possible and it's not out of reach. Your biggest relationship should be with your goals. And for example, you say you're gonna wake up early, you start going running in the morning, for example, and you don't do it, you're breaking those little promises to yourself. And you know what happens? You know who suffers? Your confidence and your self-esteem suffer. And I've seen this happen to myself, I'm telling you, because every time I say I'm gonna do something and I don't stick to it, I suffer. You're gonna end up feeling way better if you end up doing the things that you say that you're gonna do. But it's so much better that suffering that's like those 10 minutes that you have to go running and then you're done. A whole lifetime of you realizing that, oh damn, why didn't I put that work in? Fuck your mood, follow the plan. I cannot sacrifice my goals for anything or anyone, because at the end of the day, the only person that suffers from that is you. You should not let anything get on the way of things that you want. Doing better is getting uncomfortable, and in that comfort, there's no growth at the end of the day, because in you sitting in your bed and scrolling on social media, in you still being in those toxic relationships with your friends, with your boyfriend, whoever it is, there's no growth in that. It's really hard to be that higher self that you want to be if you don't change your surrounding, if you don't change, but it starts within you. So I kind of want to encourage you to start taking the steps now. Start now, because if you don't do it now, there might not be no tomorrow. So you have to do it now. We have to live in the present. And I feel like you get the happiness and the validation from that present moment. If you do the thing that you know that you're being pushed back and you know you really have to do it, if you do it now, you know what you're telling yourself? I'm worth it now, because I feel like sometimes we wait until in 5 years, until I have that in 5 years, I'm gonna be worth it. And that is not true. It starts with it now. I'm worth it now. I'm it now. Momentum is gonna happen because I'm still here, I'm still posting, so it's gonna happen at one point for me. And I know that. So you have to believe first. You have to have the self-belief first, because if you don't believe in it, honestly, who is gonna believe? And I feel like as a woman, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. Don't let anyone talk you out of anything. At the end of the day, we live this life once. And I feel like everyone's deserving of feeling loved. Everyone's deserving of feeling like happiness. And I feel like sometimes if you're around if you're in the wrong environment, you're gonna be robbed of that feeling of being grateful. And the moment, you know, you become grateful when you start valuing the now, when you start valuing the present, and when you also value that whatever had to go is gone, letting go. Because as much as I can say that I've had a past and I'm grateful of all the things that I've achieved and all the things that I've done, that's in the past. You give yourself some grace, you know, pat yourself in the back and be like, you know, you did so well. Or even if you've done something that you're not, things that you're not proud of, you know, you have to be able to let go of them, forgive yourself. The only thing that you're doing to yourself when you're in that sort of mindset of like, maybe I'm not worth it, maybe I'm not deserving of this, that's when you're telling yourself that you're not deserving of that, you don't believe in it, and you're not open to receiving. So be open to receive your blessings, be open to receive patience, because sometimes I feel like what I've been getting recently is that I need to be more patient. You know, I used to be so fast, I used to do everything really quickly, I used to want just everything like this, you know, short-term gratification, you know. And I'm realizing that what my YouTube, for example, is teaching me to slow down, is teaching me to be patient, is teaching me something long-term. Even like starting a new business, it's teaching me that I have to be patient, and also that it is beautiful to start again. It is beautiful to, you know, be at that state of not knowing, you know, be at that state of doing something that you've never done before, because it's keeping your mind at the Play-Doh like mindset where, you know, like kids, because you know how kids like are not scared of falling. And even if I have a nephew as well, and when he falls, he maybe cries for a little bit, and then he tries the same thing again. The more you fail, the more you realize that it's not even that deep. Like, you just try again and you try again and you do it. And you do it because you know what happens, you're learning through that process. Whatever you do is a self-expression, is your art. Don't be scared of sharing your art, you know what I mean? Don't be scared of sharing you. At the end of the day, again, we only live this life once, and I think it's really sad when people don't achieve their dreams because they just don't believe in themselves, because their truth lies in self-belief. And a lot of us, sometimes we lack self-belief, and that's why I do these motivational videos, because they not only help others and they also help myself. This is like healing for me. Be that woman that you wish you had, you know, that best friend that you wish you had. Be that for yourself. You should treat yourself like your biggest asset, because that's reality. You're your biggest asset. So invest in yourself, invest in your skills, use the tools that you have now in order to help you be the woman that you have to be in the future. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.